With so many different takes on a protagonist out there, deciphering the perfect protagonist is a task that's nearly impossible to achieve. And I totally agree with that, because there isn't one definitive character personality that fully embodies perfection in a main character. That's why I carefully searched through the vast amount of protagonists out there and found the 5 protagonists that adequately represent different aspects of the perfect protagonist. Now, a textbook protagonist is the lead character in a story, the hero and main character within a narrative. But these characters offer certain elements that set them apart from your regular protagonists. And the first one of these standout main characters is Maud'Dib Atreides, having perfect relevance to the plot.
I am Maud'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis!
Maud'Dib, the Duke of Arrakis, the chosen one of prophecy written to change the way the story's interplanetary empire operates. Paul Atreides perfectly embodies the leading and most influential character role that makes up the core of a protagonist. His journey to becoming the emperor in an empire that took his father along with his family heritage away from him, by both avenging his house and liberating the civilization of an entire planet, is accomplished through the influence of his ability to foresee events. The plot and world of Dune both influences and is influenced by his character, and his significant relevance to the Dune story is exactly why he's the perfect example of having a great impact and relevance to the plot. And your protagonist having significant relevance to your plot is what sets him apart from other average run-of-the-mill characters. Other than relevance to a plot, there's a different aspect of a protagonist that's executed perfectly through Walter Whit and his character development.
I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring. Now, say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
Walter Whit perfectly represents one of the most crucial aspects of a protagonist. From various aspects of Breaking Bad's story, down to the name of the show, Breaking Bad, it all leads to Walt's character progression and change from an innocent father into this power-hungry man on the wrong side of both his morals and the law. The influence and emotional depth of Heisenberg's character change is why his character development is easily one of the best ever written, from the experiences that made his character what it is, down to how his character change shapes the story, leaving an absolutely compelling narrative. Character development lays a path through which Walter lives in the story, giving him a process or journey that piques our interests, leaving other less influential and emotionally compelling protagonist development in the dust. Character development is amazing, but it wouldn't be complete without perfecting an aspect as important as Naruto's clear goals.
And my future dream is to be the greatest Hokage! Then the whole village will stop disrespecting me and start treating me like I'm somebody important!
A protagonist needs clear goals, what he hopes to accomplish, the reason he does what he does the way he does it. Naruto's wish to become the Hokage is why he trains so hard to be better. It's why he constantly seeks to improve throughout the story. And this goal he formed came as a result of his trauma from getting discriminated for the beast that's been sealed inside him pretty much from birth. His goal shapes what he believes in, how he behaves, and how he interacts with people. It's why he views the world of Naruto the way he does. It's carefully interwoven into the very makeup of his character. The knowledge of what Naruto believes in and works to achieve is one of the main reasons we all have a deep emotional connection with him. We all stand behind and relate to him because of how much we understand the reasons for his actions and the reason behind the character. This deep and emotional bond we have with Naruto is why we completely comprehend the goals that make him who he is. Perfectly written, clear goals are what differentiate protagonists we closely relate with from the ones we don't. But Thorfinn and his complex characterization, is an aspect of the perfect protagonist which largely influences our total understanding of the character.
Listen to me, my son. You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them. Nobody in this entire world deserves to get hurt.
Thorfinn's journey, right from the moment he lost his father, was one where we got to experience him go through and deal with multiple situations that brought out different aspects of who he was, helping him face down these adversities. But right from when his life's purpose of avenging his father's death was taken away from him, he entered this eye-opening mindset that greatly broadened the complexity of his character, making him more and more like the father he adored. And a lot of Thorfinn's character complexity arose as a result of his character development. The complexity in his character gives us enough character depth for us to understand him as a person. It's the reason we can identify his actions and experiences in his search for this land of paradise, Vinland, as something we care about. Complexity is what keeps us massively intrigued with what Thorfinn is doing in the story of Vinland Saga, as well as with why he's doing it. That's why a lack of complex characterization greatly affects many other protagonists. But another all too important aspect that perfects the makeup of a protagonist is Mark Greyson's character's conflict and struggles.
And if you still think you can stop us, don't forget, I'm invincible.
The conflicts and struggles that shape who Mark Greyson, aka Invincible, is, are what make the Invincible character such an awesome protagonist. I honestly love the conflict and struggles that this character is faced with, as they range from him battling adversaries that shake the core of his beliefs to ones that bring out a part of him he's trying to suppress, slowly draining out his humanity. Everything Mark does, from wanting to be like his father, to detesting the thought of it, holding back while fighting, to ruthlessly killing his opponents, and hating the thought of killing, to finding new ways of thoroughly and efficiently killing countless Viltrumites, are all dictated by the conflicts experiences the character has faced. And when it comes to struggles that the main character faces through the progression of a story, what matters the most are conflicts that ultimately affect the protagonist's relevance to the plot, character development, clear goals, and complex characterization. That's what makes for a truly compelling and perfect protagonist, and not just any typical protagonist. These are everything that make up a protagonist, completely summarized into 5 aspects of a lead character's writing. You can check out these 2 videos for more examples on good and even bad protagonist writing.